Today I'm going to show you how to how to add names. So naming convention for your module. Let's say, for instance, you are building a theme for the HubSpot marketplace, or you're just building a HubSpot website, and then you want to give it a proper label. So let's say you have a lot of modules, and then you want to give it a proper names. So what you do, the technique that you do first of all is number one is the semantic of the module. So you check what is the semantic or context of the module, and then after that also you can check the layout. So for instance, this one here, yeah. So you check the layout, how the layouts look like, and then after that the semantic of it. So here, as you can see, there's no much semantic that you can give to it. So what you can do now for this one is fancy because of yes, there's things here as you can see is a bit fancy. So what you're gonna do, you can call it like we have this is a two-column listing. So you can call it two-column listing or two columns list with fancy section header, for instance. You see, so you give it that name, and then for instance, like this one here, as you can see, the context. So this one is a semantic as a context, so you can check it. So this one is a city card. You see, so you can give it either you say uh, s- card cities or city card listing. You see, because of you can put a lot of listing like that. So yeah, you can give it a name like that. You can have something like this one here. So this, if you have a lot of different kind of events, this is just can be like a. Imagine you do not have this, so you can name it like a popular events or product listing if you're gonna use for product listing. You see, so yeah, so it's gonna be like products or whatever article you're selling. So in this context, event, so it's gonna be like popular events. So and then we have things like this one here. So like this, because of there's not too much there's no context that much with this one. So what you do, you can name it based on the layout. So you can see we have image on the left, on the right side, on the left side, and then after that we have the heading. So you can give it a name like image left, image left text um, listing column. You see three listing card, for instance. So you give it a name like that. So this one here, you can see there's no too much context on this, but you can give it a three columns list, three column list with a button. You see, so you can see there is a button here, and then and this one here, as you can see, it's just one item. So you can just give it a, for instance, like postcard. So this one you can have a context or in semantic. So semantic can be like postcard. And this, as you can see, is just one. So then you're gonna give it a name of single events. You see, because of the single event, you can give it a single event. Yeah, or you can just leave it to a single event, and then yeah, uh, that's it. Because there's a date, there's all the stuff. All right, so it is the way that you name your stuff differently. So you must just make sure that you like there is a semantic, the context, and the layout. So if you don't see any semantic or context, you can just name it according to whatever layout, whatever stretch of the layout that you're seeing. And if yes, the context and also the layout, then you can mix up the name. So that you can at least have a unique name. And then you must make sure that the name they're unique. So the same name, you can have the same name here and the same name there. You see, so that it can be nice. So you remove those hyphen. For instance, in this context here, let's see this. So here we have this one, free. So also kind of like a um, events as well. So that's kind of like a events event listing. As you can see, sales and DSLT ending. So event listing, for instance, advanced, because it has some advanced feature there. So it's gonna be like event listing, uh, advanced. So now what we're gonna how we're gonna name it? We can say, for instance, like event listing, or it can be event listing, and then you can say, for instance, like sales tracking, for instance. So you're tracking the sales or something like that, if the sales ended or not. So so just this is just an example. Yeah. So you just make sure that the name here and here will need to be the same. So you name it properly, and then once it's done, then you can just have to edit to the to your module, to your pages. So and another thing is that once you name it like that, so you must make sure that to have an icon here. So you must look for any icon that they are kind of like similar. So you can look for icon online where you can add your own icon as well. So you can browse icon, or you can, let's say, browse icon from the window here. You can have that one, or you can post your own icon, or you can use the one that is here. So, and then it's going to also be based on the context and the semantic of your modules. Is where you're going to select the icon, and then to make sure that he also is working nice, as you can see, make sure you select if you're building for the marketplace. So make sure the stuff they are kind of like selected, like set page, landing pages, blogs, blog listing pages, and if there's case studies, you click there and stuff. But the most thing that you're gonna use is this, and then you select. Yeah, so you must not always be like that, and then you click save changes. Yeah, so this is the way that you do your naming convention. Nice when it comes to naming this, and then your icons, and then this when you are sending letter processing module to the HubSpot marketplace. Great stuff. If you, yeah, so that's it. Thank you.